Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cendric with Cendric Gaming coming to you today with another tabletop gaming related video. I know I'm playing Minecraft while we're kind of doing this. I'm just kind of running around spectator mode, just kind of, checking out world generation that I'm going to be working in for a single player game later on that we will be dealing with and doing. But today I just kind of wanted to do a tabletop related video, so that's what we're going to be doing here. First things first, of course, if you enjoy these videos, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe. You can also help support me on Patreon, which helps further me making these videos, and of course getting better equipment to do these kind of videos and everything else like that. Link for that will be down below in the description. You also get bonus content as far as like D&D adventures, Shadowrun adventures, stuff like that I come up with and give to the Patreons. You can also join me on Discord. Link below for my channel will be below in the description as well. And then I also stream on Twitch from time to time, and I'll have the link for that down below in the description. Now, today's video is going to kind of touch on some of the current events that are going on, because the current events got me thinking about adventure design. And one of the mistakes that I've made in the past, and I'm pretty sure a lot of GMs have made in the past, is, worldwide apocalyptic, things going on, and cities and towns are basically acting as normal. And that's just not how the real world works. One of the other things that a lot of DMs tend to forget about is the fact that magic exists in adventure design. And so today's video is going to be kind of covering a couple of those topics, but also covering the topics of just basic adventure design as far as how to actually build a world that seems to be real and not always dependent upon the character's actions or your player's actions. And so, take the instances of what's going on in today's world with the coronavirus and just how the governments are reacting and how people in general are reacting. Let's say you're actually designing an adventure or a campaign that's designed around a plague-ridden kingdom, and the heroes are off to find a cure and save the day, and of course, take care of the people and slay the princess and install the dragoness, the new king of the realm. Well, all the GMs focus on the adventure part of it, and then they tend to forget how to actually have people react to the adventures. And so they tend to just have them react as normal. The players are going through, etc., and being able to buy from the shops, etc. There's no real downside or, anything like that going along. And that's just not realistic. In a plague-ridden society, or even the appearance of a plague-ridden society, much like what we have going on in the world today, basic necessities, basic supplies are scarce. Just take a look at the toilet paper shortage. It's insane. People can't buy toilet paper, they can't buy hand sanitizer. Food supplies, while not out, they are definitely low across the grocery stores and everything else, along with quite a few other things that are just going on that people, because they're panic buying and hoarding supplies, etc. I mean, you got fights breaking out in stores. You've got, people being suspicious of outsiders. You've got people that, even the slightest sneeze, you got people moving away from you, etc. Unfortunately, yes, there is some racism going on against Asian people because of all this, which is, I'm going to go on the record here and say is complete and utter bullcrap. Don't be racist dickheads. If you are, then, Sooner or later, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass. But, you know, people are shunning other people. They're isolating themselves away from other people. And all this other stuff. And we never hardly see that in the actual tabletop campaigns. And that's something I would encourage you as GMs to actually start doing. Take a look at the world around us. You know, see how people are hoarding the supplies and everything else. And when you have a disease-ridden countryside and everything else, that's exactly what those people are going to be doing. And it doesn't matter whether it's dwarves, elves, humans, halflings, orcs, you know, what have you. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. And so have your people actually react in accordance to that. Just because that's how it would actually work. Your villagers should be hoarding their supplies. They should be charging, you know, as much as they think that they can get away with. You know, these are adventurers. These are outsiders. They're taking our supplies. If they're going to take our supplies, we obviously can't fight them because they're a lot stronger than us. But, you know, we're going to charge them an arm and a leg for this. And, you know, we're going to make them think twice that way about coming in and trying to, you know, buy up all of our stuff that we need to keep ourselves safe. And so that's exactly what you should be doing. People should be slamming the doors in the adventurers' faces. You know, hey, don't come in here. You know, if you want to buy my stuff, you tell me what you need and I'll bring it to the door. And you can just throw your gold inside. All kinds of, you know, little things like that we should be doing as GMs, and we don't. Which kind of brings me up to the next point that we forget as GMs. Magic exists in D&D. It exists in a lot of other style of games too. Shadowrun, you know, GURPS, all these other games have amazing either A, technology, or B, magic that is used to combat diseases, that's used to help out with quarantines and everything else. And we all tend to, especially in D&D, run our games as medieval worlds with a sprinkling of magic inside. But almost every town has a priest that can cast healing spells on the player characters and stuff like that. But that priest isn't out there, you know, trying to cure or help or, you know, ease the suffering of the village. They're not out there, you know, the wizard isn't out there, you know, helping with the crop planting and stuff like that by tilling up the earth with the farmers, using his magic to aid them. All these other things, and especially when you're talking about a plague-ridden society, the priesthoods are going to be out in force. No temple wants to be known as a temple who refused to help out the people while, you know, everybody was suffering and everything else. That's going to cost them followers. And that's going to cost them, you know, people coming in to help them or, you know, pray at their temple and donate money to them, etc. And that's how most of these temples thrive. And so, you know, it makes sound sense for them to actually go out and help, you know, all these different, you know, villagers or towns and everything else. And don't get me wrong, you can still have a pandemic. Not every priest is going to have access to cure disease. Not every mage is going to be able to, you know, fight off hordes upon hordes of demons, etc. I mean, most of your, you know, characters, your NPC characters are maybe at the most second level or third level in their character class. And it's the rare exceptions that are higher level than that. Like Elminster or half a dozen other, you know, Forgotten Realms characters or any of that. Just all these rare high-level characters that, yeah, you read about in the books and stuff, those are exceptions. They're not the rule. But the priesthood and the mages and the bards and everybody else that can use magic are going to be out there trying their best to use the magic to help people or to further their own goals. You know, if they're evil characters, to exacerbate the situation, create instability so that their evil plans can come to fruition. Half a dozen other things. And you can take this whole plague-ridden concept of this country and turn it into so many adventure hooks that it's not just a cut and dry adventure or campaign of save the kingdom, kill the princess, and install the dragon as the new overlord of the world, of the kingdom. You know, you have so many different options. And so I just want to encourage you all, as you know, GMs, take that time, really dig into how people are reacting, not only in this situation that's happening right now, but look at our history as well as a world, how people reacted, how people dealt with things. Take a look at how people dealt with the Black Death. Take a look at how people dealt with, you know, the wars and everything else that happened back in the days. Really take a look at it and really start shaping your campaigns, not just off the adventure that you want to create, but in how people react during these troubling times that are happening in your campaign. And so, you know, I hope this helps you out a little bit or gives you some food for thought. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe down there. And of course, the links for everything else will be down below in the description. And I hope you all have a great day.